If I think about this Kraken as a psychological phenomenon, like more like as in symbolic and in dreams and stuff, then it's usually said to be a trickster, right? So it rises, it seems like, from because there is too much stagnancy. So it means that we are not consciously connecting to our chaotic side, which we all have. And I feel like it's trying to tell us to transform this unconscious, chaotic instinct into something more creative form that we would be like, that when we would be connecting with it, then we could actually free that potential that it has to also be a very helpful force for us, to help us not to become too stagnant.
Yeah, it's like in a lot of these horror movies and books, there are these thralls, these cultists that give themselves over to the evil tentacle monster or something, or the spider queen or whatever, that do their bidding, and tries to convince other people to just give in to something, to give up their free will. And I think it's interesting and prophetic also what these stories were telling. It was talking about this tentacled telepathic monster, or in all these political posters, this overreaching global thing that's going to grab onto everybody somehow. And now you have this Neuralink thing that is really going to do that. Kind of crazy, man. You're going to have a computer in your brain hooked up to the internet, and God knows what else. I don't know, man.
No, thank you.
But it's this network, this multi-vectored thing that's hard and complicated to really understand, that people are embracing as the future, as a safety net. You know, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me, but I guess we'll see how it all turns out.
Yeah, there's something in the thralls, that is kind of like the NPC, the mob mentality.
Ooh, that's
people losing their individuality, their desire to be individuals, and the desire to develop a personality.
That's a great
independent thoughts.
I didn't even realize that.
But that kind of reminds me also of like this regarding like not just the NPC meme, but also like I guess the zombie thing again too. In a way, it's like something similar to that. But I think in because I so this channel that's called Young to Live By pointed out like regarding like the zombie, then like how that's like connected kind of like to instinct, or like the lack of instinct, kind of, that it's like kind of depicting like this is what you are because you're lacking like I guess the life force that you need, and it's kind of like tied up in some sense then regarding to like I guess the Kraken, because it's not integrated well. So like what you said, Lynn, like then you can't use it for something good because it's like its own thing. It just, and you're not like dancing with it in that way. So you're not like working with it in that, and then it becomes this like Kraken monster kind of thing. But then at the same time, there's like this link regarding like the winged horse also that was like brought up regarding like Perseus. It's like the symbol of that is kind of like symbolizes the integration kind of already of like the animal side of oneself already it's like this like some essence of that already, like that is in that, and I think like the overcoming kind of is like you overcome it by integrating this this part of oneself, and then you can actually move forward, and then it's not this scary monster anymore in that sense. Then I guess the Kraken, the snake, becomes the winged horse, or like how like with Hermes, it's like I guess this dual symbol going on between like the snakes, but also like the wings that he has.
Just thinking how, memes and meme lore, it brings kind of life and individuality to the sterile technological communication network. So it doesn't feel like you're just talking to another robot. It feels like, you're talking to a person. And then you have in the meme lore, who is the enemy of the normies, the NPC.
The frog.
The frog, which can be connected to
the sonic change.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think regarding that, also like if you think about Pepe then in kind of this this sense, it's kind of like a symbol of the same thing, like regarding like this Kraken thing, but it's I guess like generally less I guess scary in some sense, because it's not like this scary Kraken figure or like these like different
some people are scared of Pepe.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Most people aren't.
Yeah, but
it's labeled a hate symbol by the Anti-Defamation League in the United States. And you think, if you're comparing it to the Kraken, you could imagine a giant frog. That's okay. That's a little bit lame. That's not that chaotic. But what is more chaotic is, say, like a plague of frogs, sort of jumping around everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in that sense, like it maybe like it symbolizes the same thing. Then again, regarding that, like
that's heavy.
Yeah, Neirum?
Yeah, that's heavy, man. Yeah, like a plague of frogs. Yeah, dude. I guess that's what's happened. I don't know what stage we're in right now. It just feels weird now. Everything feels really weird in society. I've totally checked out of it. It's it's like an emotional roller coaster ride on purpose. It's designed that way. And if you really get into it, even myself, if I just casually view it and look at it, I'll start to get agitated. So I'm done.
I just got out of it myself.
Yeah, I'm out. I've been out of it totally. Out of politics, out of the whole thing. I like talking about this stuff. But anyway, the whole thing out there, though, feels very strange, in a way that it didn't when we had memes to talk about and laugh about. I don't know. It feels stagnant. Long story short is what I'm trying to say. Everything feels really stagnant and strange.
Yeah.
The movie strange. The TV shows feel strange. And as I was saying before the show started, I've noticed something in my town. Everybody has been doing more stuff together. We had this really cool Christmas parade. It was the best one we've ever had. I go to it every year, and it's the best one that we've ever had. And everybody had a great time. And all these businesses stayed open really late, and they had a horse-drawn carriage that you could ride for free. That was cool. Like, what? I've never seen that before. And they just put the Christmas tree up, and everybody sang songs and had a great time. And there was all this hot chocolate everywhere, and people had candy canes. And I had never seen that many people and that much stuff going on until this year. So I've noticed like a shift. so it's a good thing, I think. But
maybe people realized how much they missed community after the 2 years of
Yeah.
quarantining and stuff.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the internet, I guess, is just not as cool as we thought. It's still super cool.
Yeah.
I still use it. We're using it right now, but I feel like humanity got way into the internet and addicted to it, even like big time. Like anything new, like even a drug. This is kind of like a weird cyber drug that scratches all these itches that we have. And well, I think we might be starting to get over that a little bit, or people are conscious of it, of trying to get off their phone and simplifying their life without so much digital business in their face all the time. Limiting their screen time. That's what they call it.
For the entire episode, please check out the description or click on the end screen. And maybe see you next time.